CO, Halito, what's happening, cuz? You muted.
What's happening, cuz? What's going on with you, baby? They coming. They
They
coming.
coming.
They
we
coming.
got we got two special guests coming on to our Sunday panel discussions with Southeastern Talking Stick Podcast. How you feeling, cuz? I can't hear you. How you feeling,
I'm
cuz?
feeling wonderful, baby. How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. Eventful weekend, but hey, I'm going.
Right.
Yeah.
All
Uh,
right. All right. Chaco, what's
everybody.
going on with you, baby? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? I gotta deal with this troll, yo. I got a troll who's federally recognized. I got a troll that be coming in my DM on Facebook. I got a troll who thinks that ChitoPa, is a webble or able, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So,
he on
so,
bullshit.
so I gotta deal. I gotta deal with that, and I'ma share the information with y'all. You know, and I'ma do that before he goes and try to delete it, right? Because I believe showing everything for the record, on the record, for the public record. You know what I'm saying?
You got
And
screenshots?
I got screenshots too.
Okay. All right.
You know I do. You know, he's young. He's young. He's young. He don't know no better. But he thinking that he is the vanguard. He thinking he's the vanguard. And he said that if you're not federally recognized, you're not an Indian.
Nah.
Right?
It's about blood,
Right?
baby.
Right? Right? Oh, he said, I'm a wannabe, which is a webbo supposed to be a wannabe. First of all, I know my creation story. Right? I know my language. I know my culture. And I know my heritage. All right? But
Okay.
it's funny. It's funny. So I'm waiting for those our guests to come on because yeah, yeah, the racism is in the air, and I don't know why. I don't know why. But it seemed like those who gotta be federal recognized gotta hate on somebody that looked like me, who's an admixture. But it's
Yeah, I
cool.
think the problem is that you know more than he does, and it threatens him. It challenges him in a way he doesn't understand.
Oh, wait till you see. Wait till you see. Oh, you know what? When our guests come in, you just go ahead on their phone, but I need to go ahead on and I need to show this for the record. Listen,
All right, you got your screenshot ready?
no, no, I'm about to share. I'm about to share. I'm about to
No,
share
I'm
the
just
screen.
going to share your screen. Then I can pull it up, cuz.
Yes,
And
I'm with you, Yati. What's
one
going on, family?
one of our special guests is in the building, Wale
In the
Origins.
building. In the building. Come on, nephew. Come
What's up,
on,
nephew?
nephew.
How you doing?
Greetings, peace. How y'all doing?
What's going on, nephew?
Good.
All
Estamos.
is well. Hey, T, how you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm chilling. Just got up, ready to get into this part. Probably that drinking something, trying to clear his throat up. Yeah.
Drinking that water, that ookie, you heard me? I got that ookie, you heard me?
For
Yeah, I got
sure,
the
for sure.
ookie. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn my
Well,
camera on in a minute. I'm outside and
yeah. Well, I'm about to go ahead on and I'm gonna show y'all how he be trolling, right? And he talking about he gonna sue and all that there. He got the so-called jurisdiction of federal recognized tribes in their courts. Bro,
He
I
just
don't give a
shit.
fuck about none of that shit. That's
He
what I'm
makes
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck about that, boy. I'm about to. Can y'all see it?
Oh, let me pull it up. I got it right now. All right. It
All
disappeared.
right.
It disappeared, cuz.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm about to pull it up again. Hold on. All right. You can see it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, yesterday was Saturday, and this is what he sent me. The Pretendians are teaching Black American Indian history. He sent me that. He sent me about Time and Orange on the Pretendians and religion and elevated Indigenous history. He's sending me all this, and I'm like, dude,
What is that?
why you sending me this? Look, he's sending me all this, right? Indigenous is the new, Oriental idea, right? In the creation of Pretendians. He's sending me all this, like, dude, why you sending me this? Look, he got it with Ken from Barbie, Pretendians. And then you got something talking about Pretendians and Descendians and all that, right? Now, mind you, the folk who pretend to be indigenous, right? Look, they got a podcast on this. So this dude that's sending me this, right? And y'all can see his name right there, right?
Yeah.
He coming into my inbox. He's coming into my inbox, right? Pretendian hunters. Like, come on. I told you didn't. He talked about he wanted to debate me. I said, bruh, it's not going to be good for you in the federal recognized. Leave tribes, bruh, leave me alone, right? So he going on with all that there. He talking about Raleigh Chisholm, half Delaware, half Seminole Creek, Turtle Clan, and definitely Red Stick descendant. First of all, see, you're about to make me go do it because now we're going to deal with the history. Deal with the tribal history. Okay? But just like I told him, Hinkai High, I told him, that's me right there in the blue. So he sent this thing right here, right? He sent this, and then he sent about the Allegheny and the Tawi, right? With the who are they today, right? He talking about challenge. She say invader. He laughed. He said those aren't the words, of the Tawi, are they? He said, or is that the European attempt to do the translation? Well, first of all, dealing with your website, the Delaware Lenape of Oklahoma, the lady who you kept on bragging about who's the chief, why she went got a professor to go ahead on and translate it then. So I asked him a question. I said, your nation do anything to correct it or correct the translation? I asked him, did your nation do anything to correct the translation? I said, yo, she went got a European to do the translation. He laughed, right? He said religion and politics, etc. Right? He said we correct. He said correct and corrected everything. He said the Turtle Clan. Okay. So he put it. I said, where is your translation of the Red Book, which is the Wallona, right? Why they don't have their own translation? Why they had to go get a European to translate it? So he said, I was speaking from my tribal standpoint, not from someone's book or someone else's standpoint. But yet, your nation got a European to do it, dude. I said, that's your book? Exclamation point, question mark. He said, my book is the politics, ceremony, and religion, and etc. I said, then why tribal government page? I said, why is on your tribal government page. He said, my book is the wooden and clay tablets, artifacts, and relics. He said, have you studied any of the possessions of the Nagapara? Well, that's dealing with your artifacts. I don't have your artifacts, and plus I'm not Lenape. So what does it mean for me to study it? Right? But I know one thing that I did study that's available to me. Right? Right? He said, I don't believe you have. Right? So it goes on to say, right? So I asked him about the government. I said, then why is on your tribal government page saying, I'm not understanding your point? Of course you're not understanding my point. Of course you're not understanding my point. The point is, your people got a European from a college to translate the Red Book. He said we got other tribes. He said we got a book. Other tribes got books. Tribes. He said we don't just speak for ourselves. Hey, how slow could you be? Right? Okay. He said we let all the nations talk and fact for themselves. Okay. Cool, fine and dandy. He said you just slow to figure it out. Right? He said laugh out loud. One, you don't speak no language, nor do you belong to any specific family. Motherfucker, how you know? How you know who I belong to? He said, we are closer knit than what you think then and now. Okay. He said, good luck. Right? And that's when I prove it. Right? I said, remember, you came in my inbox trying to prove who you are to me, which I really don't care. He said, you sure you spoke up against many families? He said, you lost your fucking noggin, my boy. What? Okay. I said, like I care. He said, in fact, this conversation isn't just with you. Laugh out loud. Like I give a fuck who is with. So he took it, it's with 152 other people. You think I give a lovely fuck? You really think I give a lovely fuck? Right? I don't give a fuck about you federal recognized tribes, man. He said my page, my family's page, and my platform. So look what I told him. He said realistic people, politicians, presidents, right, executive committee members, etc. And not no fucking fools, right? So I say, so exclamation points, right? So I said, well, go in their inbox. You know what I'm saying? So he got the people and everything. Right, he got my picture and stuff. And so he said, something you can't do. I said, good for you and them. You want to fry bread? You know what I'm saying? He said, nah, but the SouthEastern Talking Stick, right, is about to be. So he didn't say nothing, right? He just said about to be. He said, SouthEastern Talking Stick. He said, will be fried soon. Oh, so you threatened the show. Okay, well, we're about to put everything on the fucking guillotine now. I said, well, bring it, buddy. I told him, I said, well, bring it, buddy. Right? Hey, we'll do. I already have my president and executive committee in conversation with the Seminole Creek Muskogee Confederation. Okay. And what they're supposed to do? But yet, ask them why there was no motherfucking Seminoles before the Yvmvse War of 1715. So I told him, I said, you have no jurisdiction over here. He said, federal, I'm not state. So that's the thing. Oh, you want to be federal. You want to be federal. So look what I hit him with. I say, you got a state birth certificate because we already read what the BIA and them say, right? Why is it that a federal recognized tribe don't have no federal birth certificate then? If you're born at a hospital, you got a state birth certificate, buddy. Oh, being federal recognized. Wait, do y'all have your own hospitals, or do y'all go to the state hospitals, or do y'all go to the federal clinics for Indians? But yeah, when you give birth, do y'all go give birth at the clinics, or do y'all go to a hospital that's ran by the state? Which one? But you federally recognized. So he said, prove it, right? I was asking the question.
Right.
I said, you got a state birth certificate. That was the question. I was directly making a statement. He said, prove it. He said, how do you know I didn't sign my citizenship away? So he said, how do I know I didn't sign my citizenship away? He said, how do you know? I said, the federal don't have birth certificates, only the state. And so he said, so you speaking for me, or is it defamation or slander? I say, you gonna do it, huh? I say, I'll wait. I said, what you gonna do? Huh? I'll wait. What you gonna do? I'll wait. So he said, no one is being individually targeted. Okay. You sure about that? Because you in my DM almost every day. He said, you ain't gotta worry about that. And I say, I ain't gotta worry about nothing, my boy. I said, I sleep good at night. So what am I supposed to be worried about? And I said, question, who are you? I said, why are you in my inbox anyway? Right? He said, you proclaim to be a knowledgeable person of the Yvmvse, but yet I have yet to see it. Nigga, you ain't gotta see it. You ain't gotta see it. Right? But look, he goes on to say, when according to the law, the Yvmvse are legally and extinct clan, bands, and tribes and nations. And I say, according to whose law? Now he's saying my people extinct. But guess what? It's gonna come back and shoot him in his ass. Because he said those families today reside in the 5 civilized tribes. Hold on. If we're supposed to be
thought
extinct,
they was extinct, how they reside anywhere.
Right. So look what I hit him with. Catch 22 on this days. I said, you say, when according to law, the Yvmvse is legally an extinct clan, band, and tribes and nation, right? And when you say those families today reside in the 5 civilized tribe, right? 5 civilized, I say, question. If what you said about the Yvmvse, when according to the law, the Yvmvse are legally extinct clan, band, tribes, and nation, then how those families today reside in the 5 civilized according to you? So look what he said. He said they are no longer their own people according to assimilation into the Seminole Muskogee Creek Nation migrated into Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. Really, dude? You forgot those who didn't migrate. Only those that migrate was those who got caught. And those who was white sticks. And after they saw the bullshit that was going on in Oklahoma, they left Oklahoma and went down there to Texas. And then right there in Brackensfield, Texas. And they became, once again, red sticks. And they left being white sticks alone. So we know what to talk about, boy. Young one. I told you I'm going to spank your ass. Oh, and we ain't finished. So he said the Yvmvse were wiped out to nearly extinct, right? This is what left was absorbed into the 5 civilized. Really? Really? Who told you that we was extinct? Because I can show you the same pale face and I'm saying, oh, wait, hold on. Let me flip the camera to me.
No, it's only
because you only got one thing that wind up getting this because you destroyed one village dealing with Ponte Calago, and you think that is to destroy the whole fucking nation because you destroy one village? Really? But yet, they found us in St. Augustine. They found us in Monticello. They found us in Tallahassee. They found us in Tampa. They found us in Pensacola. They found us in Mobile. They found us in Louisiana. So how in the fuck we gonna be extinct? And that was when, and then they turned around, right? And they did the invention of the Creek Nation. Because we was hitting their ass so much, they said, oh, they're not going to be known as the Yvmvse no more. They're going to be known as the Creek. Oh, they're not going to be known as the Creek no more. They're going to be known as the Seminoles. Man, stop playing with me, boy. I don't give a fuck who you talk to. You going to talk to the motherfucking hole you come out of. I don't give a fuck. You ain't going to play with my blood. You won't call me pussy? I'll show you what pussy is. Go talk to the one that you came out of. That part.
And we can show those sources where you got that from. We know that you know that's where the Yvmvse were, where they found them. Like with that source, he can't dispute that source. You know what I'm saying? And for the people watching.
If anybody want a book reference, I'll put it this way. If you can get The Struggle for the Georgia Coast, the second volume, it would explain that many of the Guale Africans and the Guale Yvmvse exist today, and there are even remnants of them found in Cuba. It's going to take somebody to spend that bread to get that book to find it because it's not in the first edition. Being the author said he never paid that much attention. He didn't originally pay much attention to the mixes between the Guale and the Yvmvse, the different groups of Africans, right? Or even different groups in general. So when it talks about the dispersal, it's a book of letters that also talk about the different groups that were dispersed, right? These different families that went to all these different places. So that's a text to get that'll actually explain that for everyone. To touch on what Unc was saying, as far as like the Yvmvse being considered extinct, we have to look at it from a historical context, right? What does it mean when a person or people are extinct? Because what we do know is that according to the Europeans, the moment that they stop using your name on paper is when your people no longer exist, right? So is that what that's literally what he's talking about.
Yeah, genocide shit.
Right. I can't find him on. So nephew, I got even better, nephew. I got even better, nephew. Cousin El Jaron can actually show it. Dealing with the Carolina laws, it says any nation that is an enmity of the government shall be deemed extinct.
But that was that 1719, 1717, 1719?
Yes, sir.
I know what's going on.
Yes, sir.
Because this around the same time, all the Africans got on the plantation because the Indians was called Negro.
Bingo.
And this can actually be found in the Yvmvse War. These Europeans literally tell you after the Yvmvse War, the number of Negroes doubled on the plantation. So what was really going on? The same government that considered the Yvmvse to be Africans tell you that these Africans are extinct. This is fucking crazy to me. This is some crazy shit to me. Because you'll say, and fuck that, this for Turtle Gang fucking New York too. A nigga say African Americans don't look like their ancestors while fucking ignoring the way that our ancestors were described. You got on the phone and lied to my fucking face and say that you never used that book, and then you get your ass on Facebook today and say we don't look like our ancestors, and you fucking show an Asian woman. Think about that shit there. You talking about people looking like their fucking ancestors and you show an Asian woman. Let me find my joint up, bro. Because what we're not gonna do, we're not gonna let these niggas get away with this bullshit. Him nor Turtle Gang Midwest. We're not gonna let them get away with it. Because if they can say that our people are extinct, then these fucking invaders can have the land.
And that's what's going on.
They admit their people come from Siberia. They admit their ancestors come from Siberia and started raiding all these different lands. But when we speak on that, we got the fucking story wrong. How? And it's on your nation's website. Right? What caused what caused a lot of the indigenous groups to go extinct? The fucking Lenape. But nobody want to talk about this. Or do they really have the information to talk about it?
Right. So let me finish doing this, nephew. Right? We're gonna finish barbecuing that ass because that's what we do. He said, "Why confuse and play with my words? Why take them out of context, motherfucker? I didn't take your words out of context. That's why I quoted you verbatim what you said. Now you see why I do the shit what I do, nephew. Nigga, that was your own words, boy. Turtle Gang Midwest, that was your own words. So how the fuck I twisted? How? You ain't gonna play that shit with me, little white boy. You're not. You not. I'm not none of those that you playing with on fucking Sinetta. That's no that shit. But anyway, it goes on, and he put laugh out loud. I said, you the one that's confused, young one. He said, not by any means, my boy. He said, I think it's vice versa. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Because I let you do the speaking. I use your words. Right? So I thought you're going to be confused about your own words. So, and that's why I said not. Right? He came on, and he want to use this right here when he said the group was long ago widely considered extinct by the latter part of the 18th century, or perhaps so scattered that their cultural identity was gone. But Boise has contacted present-day groups that claim ancestry of the Yvmvse many generations later. Okay? Now, she's a professor. She came to Pocacalago. She came there and doggone, what, that was 2013 when she came? And she was telling us, oh, we're writing a book on y'all, and we're going to have our first Yvmvse Seminole Conference down there by UNF. You know what I'm saying? So he pulls that up, right? And he put laugh out loud, you know, put the emoji. So he said in 1763, when Spanish turned to St. Augustine over to the British, the Yvmvse moved on. Another chapter in the Indian diaspora, right? And he said many immigrants to Cuba with the Spanish, while others fled from Europeans' influence, right, and joined other tribes in the Southeast, including the Seminoles. But I'm going to bust that ass, right? I'm going to bust that ass. I want him to remember that. I want him to remember when he pulled up, right? He said, St. Augustine Conference focused on the Yvmvse who waged war on, okay? And then he pulled up another one. He said the Yvmvse is not federally recognized Native American tribe. It is not recognized by the United States Department of the State, okay? He pulled it up from 2016. He said fake tribe chief sentenced to nearly 3 years in federal prison for selling documents, right? That wasn't us. And I told him, I said, that was in my nation. Okay? And Chief said, cool, got to speak to the news media about that. Because when everything had went down and stuff, they contacted him. Okay? But anyway, he goes on to say that the Yvmvse was an amalgamation of the remnants of earlier tribes and chiefdom. He said the upper Yvmvse were preliminary Guale, originally from Georgia coast, and the lower Yvmvse, including the Atahama, the Acute, and the Chessie, right? And the Iwa, right? And who had come to the coast for the interior of Georgia. He got that off of Wikipedia. Okay, cool. Fine, dandy, right? He said Yvmvse or Yvmvse or Yvmvse. And it said Indians of the Muskogee people. We was not the Muskogee people. See? He don't even much know. Now, so since you want to say, we was never a part of the Muskogee people. How we gonna be a part of the Muskogee people and the Muskogee the doggone the Fish River until the 1300s? We was already there in the east, southeast. So now you want to know? There it is. So as it go on, he said he seen you got a problem with the academia, not me. No, I don't, because we already bust their ass, and I'm gonna bust your ass too. So he goes on. He was talking about this little dude here. I ain't much gonna give that no credence right there. He said, "Why do people talking about your people shit crazy?" And he said, "Oh no, Lord have mercy." So I came in and I told him when he went to talking about we were selling doggone papers down there in Texas. I said, "That's not my nation, clown." He said, "Out of everything I sent your weird, you worried about one screenshot." He said, I know Chief Sekou is in the court documents where all those people in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, etc. for alliance of bullshit." What? What? Okay. He said public court documents state Sekou Harjo Gentle, which isn't his real name. Prove it. According to the court file on affiliated with these people or were. He said court documents is all I need, not your bullshit word of mouth. Oh, really? He said alliance. He said I have every court documents. This uh available to the public and not disclosed. Okay. I say, do you work for the federal government, or are you a congressman or senator, or are you a historian? He said, that's I don't know. I said, keep on trying, it won't help. He said, I did create an organization. All right, the rough draft of the regards to combating the CA in motion and the solution for those presidents and vice president and executive council of not just my tribe, but of the entire Oklahoma tribal nations, along with Wisconsin tribal nations and other tribal nations. I'm also the spokesperson of my family according to cultural tradition coming from the chief lines. He said, in fact, I am a family historian. I said, that's not what I asked you. He said, not the tribal history, but family. He said, just ask, I guess you'll find out, I guess. Out matter of fact, I'll put you on the phone with the family. Nigga, you better not call my fucking phone. You better not call my fucking phone. All right. He said, I say, what you have to say about the Yvmvse doesn't mean anything to me. All right. He said, yeah, because that shit runs in my blood too. So now you're claiming Yvmvse. You claiming Yvmvse. You claiming Yvmvse, but you on here fighting with a Yvmvse. How that shit work?
He got a
How?
forked tongue.
How? How? Oh, but he about to cause the whole motherfucking Delaware and Napi and the whole fucking federal recognized tribes to motherfucking implode on his head. On his head. Not
I
on
ain't
mine.
gonna lie. Pardon me. Somebody said something in the comments about the Lenape, and they were saying they said not only did the Lenape invite the Europeans into the ranks, but the Moors as well, right? Um, don't the Lenape have a chief that they call Possum that was a European?
Yes. And he was white.
Literally, like, and it literally means the person with the white bald face. Auntie, I sent you 2 links. One of those links is the book, the Walla 2023. If you could put up, you could open the first page, and that the lie that Turtle Gang told us. He told us he never brought this book on y'all channel, but I got it, and I know that's the book. Number one. Number two, I sent you another link talking about the history of the Delaware Lenape. If you can actually pull that link up, I want to read a part of it to show everyone that we aren't making this shit up. This is actually on their tribal website.
Just a second.
You need me to stop sharing mine, cuz?
So we got to talk about
the Delaware one. You want to share that one first, or the Wallum?
Yes, ma'am. The Delaware, the one about the Delaware. Where was I located?
Oh, he trolling, cuz, and I'm gonna make him pay for it. I'm gonna make him pay for it. I'm gonna make him pay for it.
Say what?
Because the engine said if they would have went head on and clicked on the link, they would have saw who the dude was that was selling the papers down there in Texas.
Is it this one?
Yes, that one. Perfect. You can scroll down for me. You can scroll all the way down. It's a specific point. It's going to say mother. It's going to be after this. It's going to be another paragraph right there where it says my mother. So we scroll up just a little bit, Auntie. And I'm up the other way, going up the screen. Right there. Perfect. So it's talking about the Delaware. Let me zone in. So it says in the book, this the last sentence. It says in the book Turtle Tales, oral tradition of the Delaware tribe of Western Oklahoma, Martha Ellis tells the story of how we came to this continent, often referred to by Northeastern and Canadian Indian people as Turtle Island. Quote, my mother used to say, we came from another island, not in this. She said we crossed, we had to go way up to the North Pole and the ocean was all frozen. They had to go that way, so these Delawares did have plenty to eat on, but they ran out of food right in the middle. So they started eating whatever. They were so hungry. They started eating grandma is what happened. Finally, they got on this side, and that is all I know. My mother was telling us, that's all. The Walla red score is our recounting of where we come from, recorded in what are known as mnemonic glyphs, somewhat similar to Egyptian hieroglyphs. These stories were traditionally shared through storytelling, and at some point, an individual decided to record these stories onto wooden strips. The assumption by late 19th and early 20th century interpreters of the Walla is that the oral tradition was passed down from one person to another, although if this selection was based on clan, family, or other means remains unknown. The part which intrigues is within what is called Book 3 of the Walla in verses 15 through 17. All of them said they should go together to the land there. All who were free, the northerners were of one mind, the easterners were of one mind. It would be good to live on the other side of the frozen water. Things turned out well for those who stayed at the shore of the water, frozen as hard as rocks, and for those at the Great Hollow Well. The mnemonic glyphs were interpreted in the late 19th century by Dr. Daniel G. Britton. And from his interpretation, the Walla suggests two groups of people decided to leave their homelands in what is now modern-day Siberia, moving across the frozen Bering Strait southward, across the Yukon, until arriving at the headwaters of the Mackenzie and Columbia rivers, right? One group would move eastwardly over the subsequent generations, eventually arriving at the Mississippi. The Mississippi. These are the Mississippians. We can show you at all of our mound complexes how they say the woodland culture was shut down by the Mississippians.
Oh, he in the chat. I'm glad you're in there. Because we're going to bust your ass. Yeah, that's the primary source.
So hold up. So how can you deny some shit like this? This is on your nation's website. The issue that this cracker is having, because that's exactly what the fuck he is. The issue that he's having is when he looks in the mirror, he don't look like that tattoo that's on his arm. That tattoo look like me. Crazy ass
no red and black face paint.
Fuck that. No, his family is what he said. Y'all, he said, wait, all right, watch this. He asked about the Lenape-Alaguiwi war, not knowing that the Talagiwi is just another way of saying Ikwa'a. These are the Guale. But see, y'all telling the story from your point of view. But your own book that your nation references says that you were an invader. That your only goal was to come destroy the land. See, he can laugh all he wants, but he read that book and carried that book with him as if it was the fact of the matter. Now that we know the facts of the matter, these niggas want to retract on their own statements. They want to shit on their own nation. These niggas want to consider it to be allegory now when their nation says that's their story. When Turtle Gang New York hopped on here and showed the book and said it has our king's list. It shows our probable migration route. So now that we showing you this shit, we wrong.
What happened?
What you say, nephew?
I didn't say nothing. I had fired up. I'm chilling now.
Okay, you took a timeout. Okay. All right, I was just making sure. I'm about to put this user in timeout. Hey, he in the chat.
Yeah, he can't do nothing but laugh because he know this facts. I'm about to smoke y'all. You can't. You're gonna smoke on your fucking ancestors for allowing them crackers to translate that shit for you. That's what you're gonna do. That's exactly what you're gonna do with your grandmother with that big ass war bonnet on her fucking head. Yeah, you think I don't know? You think I don't know what she did to get that war bonnet on her head? Why is it that? Why is it that the Lenape, they know they came from Siberia, but they're federally recognized, but the people they met when they crossed the Mississippi aren't federally recognized? Do he know that he's talking to the descendants of those people they tried to exterminate? I don't think he knows this for real. His bloodline's so evil, they tried to get rid of the darker skinned Turtle Clan. Tell him to deny that. We know you for real, brother. That man been offered to join the chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, over and over again. Anyway, see, he want to be a star. He want to be the star of our podcast. This is the last day I'm dealing with this motherfucker.
That's what I was saying, because we know our story. We know that it's parts of our story that don't sit well with us, right? I'll give a bone. The Guale that helped those specific groups do what they did, we don't fuck with them. But that's still a part of our story. we're not going to deny and say that it didn't happen. This guy here is willing to deny what his nation put out because he wants to be the original person here. That's all it's about to them. To them, it's about being the oldest here when their migration story is 20,000 years less younger than the Topper site. So if the Topper site has been proven to be a minimum 50,000 years and they ain't find no bones, how the fuck was it his ancestors? Why didn't they find no bones? This is the conversation we should really be having. Once a settlement reaches 20,000 years, they all of a sudden don't have no bones. And with these niggas, they know that's not them. And it hurts them to know that their ancestors were invaders, bro. That's your story. It's okay. Everybody ancestors some shit. Yours just left with Genghis Khan and took a continent. We know who y'all are for real, brother.
Is there anything else you wanted to look at? Did you want to look at the Walam Olam?
I ain't gonna lie, auntie. Up the Walla and just top in the word invasion. Let's see what their nation promotes. And then after you type in invasion, auntie, type in the word destroy. Let's see what their book says. This is what they promote. If they promote this shit and it's wrong, then they're dead ass wrong. Because they should have their own translation as a nation. And they, because I actually, Bob, that part, leave right there. Did that man not show y'all that 3 weeks ago? If you go to the video y'all did with him and go to the timestamp 209, that same picture is gonna pull up. So you can search in the book. Let me look at the screen. There should be a search. There should be like a there should be a magnifying glass. There, go to the left of the screen where the 3 dots is.
Okay. Just a second, I was on the other page. Okay.
Oh, it's okay.
Go where the magnifying glass is and zoom in.
No, at the top, to your left, to the left of the screen. That should allow you to search the book. Yes.
Okay.
Now, type in the word invasion for us, please. And this is what they promote. You can click that word and the whole page is going to pop up. Let me see. That's one. And then click the next one, the second one. Click over.
This one?
Let me see. Right there. Right there. There's no way you're promoting this book and then you wish to call it bullshit when you actually start reading what this shit says. And I can tell you what it says the page before this. It says the Allegheny were the ancestors of the modern Cherokee, and that many of the typical earthworks of the Ohio and West Virginia owe their origin to these latter people. The lazy ones returning to Snow Mountain might have been the Blackfoot, the Cheyenne, and the Arapaho, thus explaining their position in these historical times, because I got to zoom in. Now, it says another method at arriving at the proper conclusion of this question would be to learn what cultures were dominant in the Ohio Valley at the time of the Lenape invasion. Invasion. It didn't say immigration. It didn't say migration. It didn't even say fucking expansion, as somebody told me on the phone. It says invasion, right? It says, if our relative chronology is at all correct, now this is question, right? This is in question. The Lenape came into the Ohio Valley around AD 1000 during the Hopewellian period and might have participated in developing the Hopewell culture. So when I said that the Lenape ushered in the Mississippian culture, when I said the Lenape crossed the river about 800 AD, I meant that shit. And people laughed at me. You know why they laughed? Because they didn't know that their ancestors were the invaders. Now he can say this is wrong. Their dates are speculative dates. But your website that we read says this holds their story. They agree with this. This is not the 2008 version either. This is 2023.
And the page that you was reading, is it this page that's on the screen or the page before this? You saying?
No, that's the page. That's the page that's on the screen that I was just.
Okay.
282.
Okay.
But if you 281, that's when they speak of the Allegheny or the Taligui, right? Or the Taligui, right? And we know what it means. We here, but the will say that this is wrong, but it's on his nation's website, right? Now, number two, go through some of this, right? He say, it was never an invasion. It was an invasion because you lied about your numbers, and then you came back with 10,000 people trying to cross them people. Invasion, number one. Number two, the Allegheny did never back out. There was actually a war. You all actually won the war at Cahokia, and you lost the war at Kolomoki. We can prove this. The Muskogee were the ones that met with you in the Rocky Mountains. They tried to take the South, and they lost. The Lenape won the war with the Yvmvse, and they took over what was known as Cahokia. Now, he said, well, we were half the size of the Allegheny. That's a lie, too. Because the average Lenape was 5'7". Of course, if they seen the nigga 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", they would consider him a giant. The average European in the 1600s was 5'3". So, of course, if he seen somebody 6'6", 6'5", 7 foot, that was a giant. Now, he would say that all the Allegheny fled to the south. This is their story. But how could they all have fled to the south when there's a special group of them that became known as the Tsliki, or the people of a different speech? Not the Kidua, not the dwellers of the uninhabited land, not the Kidua, but the Tsliki are the direct descendants of the Taligui. So all of them didn't flee to the south, number one. Number two, they were already had people in the south called Ikwa'a. This is why Taligui and Ikwa'a, if you properly know what they mean, right? This stops the argument. Now, you were invited to go across the land somewhere else with specific numbers. You showed up with 10 times that number. That's a fucking invasion. Now, your nation's gonna make it seem like, no, well, they said we can go, so we just brought. No, you didn't show up at that door like that. If I say, hey, look, it's me, my wife, can we stay in your home? And then we bring our family, that's an invasion, brother. That's a takeover. But see, you don't look at it that way because your people are the ones that's the invaders. Now I got you talking. See, you said according to evidence, it was an invitation. According to whose evidence outside of yours? According to whose evidence outside of yours? Because you say invitation, but the book that your nation sponsors says what? Invasion. Not only did you invade the land, you went and got your cousins, the Mingwe, the Iroquois. You also went down to Aslan and got the Muspa, right? The warriors of the Aztec, and you all made a collective effort to attempt to take the south or take the east. See, you're going to keep asking that question because I'm getting on that ass. And I answered that question. If I invite you to my house and you show up with 3 other niggas, I'm going to slap the shit out you too. If you tell me you need a ride from the store and you got another nigga with you, you not getting no ride.
But this is invasion. It don't say invitation.
Thank you, auntie. We ain't finna argue with them. This is the book that we just got off their nation's website. Everybody know this. If I invite you somewhere and you bring somebody else, that's a crowd. Them people knew y'all was trying to invade them. They knew it. Oh, they attacked us first. Say what?
When they did all that, nephew, when they did all that, what they became? They became one of one fire, and it also became the brother of the peace pipe.
Facts. And he said we only reading one book, not knowing there's another book that told us that their family agrees with, that the Muskogee gave the fucking story, brother. Because they was there with y'all, ushering in the Mississippian era. And this is why y'all tried to sneak off saying,
right,
oh, we the grandfather, the Yvmvse the grandmother, the real grandma were the Muskogee. They brought y'all corn. Y'all not the only ones who tell this fucking story. There's thousands of books. And guess what? In each of those books, they have a piece. You haven't read each of those 1,000 books. You think all of this is coming off PDF when a nigga actually has the physical text. We have the physical text, but he is so broke, all he could afford is the PDF.
And look, not only that, let me show you something what my family on the other side had to say about it. Hold on.
Hey, look, he's talking about search engines.
Let's go there. Hold on.
But he's talking about search engines as if we don't have the actual text. See, we got people ready to deny their own shit.
Right.
He ready to deny his own people because he's an invader. Look at his grandma. You can tell she's an invader.
I'm about to share this right here. Look what it says right here. And this is from my cousin. My cousin. And she ain't read none of your books. We kept it oral. They say many accounts confuse us as the descendants of the Mongolians or the Siberians who invaded from across the Bering Strait. Yet our oral tradition tells us we have been in the Washita, the Dagdamaya, for at least 25,000 years. And we fought a long, bitter war against the killing machines from the east, which was y'all. When the white man arrived, the war was over 2,000 years old. The European, the white man, and the Mongolians and the Siberians, later known as the Red Men, joined forces to attempt to complete destruction and obliterate of the black and brown Washita and the Tunica people. And the Great War goes on to this day. And that came from an oral tradition before I even read your book. Now say she a lie. Say she a lie.
And Pa, who else spoke on that in one of their books?
Yvmvse.
Heard me, Pa?
Yvmvse spoke about it.
What about Imhotep?
And then I have Imhotep in the book called The First Americans Was Africans, and it spoke the same thing that she had said. And matter of fact, can I find that page? Hold on. Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. We're going to get into it. Yo. David, I have Imhotep added on his page. Let me see if I can find it.
Fool a clown. See, the other buddy today said, oh, if you believe people sprouted up out the earth like corn, who the fuck believed that? And then he said, you're not a part of a nation And if you are, wait. You said I'm not a part of it. That's a statement, brother. That's a statement. They definitely ask us, they assume a lot. And to bring that book on here and to use that book for all this time, and now you want to try to discredit, that's some shit. You willing to shit on your own nation because you found out that you were not the original.
Let's see if I can.
I'm finna make this duck quack tonight, y'all. We finna make this duck quack tonight. So he says Google has y'all listed. Now notice further back in the comments, he talks about finding better search engines, right? He talks about Google and all this shit, try to trash it, but goes to use Google and try to search or in search of nation. So what's the name of my nation? If Google has us as unrecognized and categorized as a possible CPAIN, what is the name of that nation? I'm going to show you something. See, people that don't like answering questions, they ain't got the answer. See, and that's a liar. That's a liar. You will tell the world that Google has my nation listed as unrecognized without even knowing the name of my nation. That's some sick shit, brother. That's scary. That means you lie about anything. So what's the name of the nation, brother? We finna show you what your Lenape ancestors did. How you give half-ass information and lie and then try to use that to get over on people. Your ancestors did that shit. You doing it in the comments. Go ahead and tell me the name of my nation. And then when you say it, tell me what language it's in, because it's not in English. I'll wait. Matter of fact, it's not in Muskogee or Hichiti neither. So tell me the name.
Nephew, when I sent you that page, did I send that page to you via your phone or on Facebook?
You sent that to my Kwekuga.
Okay. All right. That's the only thing I need to know.
I want everyone that's watching, because I don't know who's watching, but I want the viewers to notice. He did not answer that question when I asked him, what is the name of my nation? He's saying that we're recognized, or that the government says that we're unrecognized 501c3. And that we have a non-profit. What is the name on that non-profit?
No, he tried to say that about the Yvmvse. He tried to say that about the Yvmvse.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, okay.
He's trying to say that. But all the nations that have the home is 501c3s and 501c4s.
But is the Muskogee Nation not a business? Do they not have an EIN? Do the Cherokee Nation not have an EIN? Dude don't know what business is. You have to have that to do business on their level. So when you get membership within these businesses, that's exactly what it is when you so-called federally recognized. Fucking membership. Oh, they definitely have those. It's not for me. You can look it up. And What's the craziest part about it is the tribes had to establish themselves that way. The people had to establish themselves that way. So they start making moves by giving their nieces to these Europeans. So when the deerskin trade was going on, you literally have different tribes of Muskogee that set up based on business, and that's how they became the Muskogee League. But this is something that he knows nothing about because he's not from over here. His people from fucking Asia, right? Then he's talking about, oh, well, you felt the BIA criteria. Not me, but whoever he's speaking to. Let me make this point. How could a tribe fail the BIA criteria when these people existed before the BIA?
Bingo.
Siberia, across the Bering Strait. Hey, niggas mad at me because my elders say we always been here. He's 85. That's our story, brother. Oh, well, you can't find no bones older than 13,000 years. Well, why in the hell are they finding settlements 50,000 years older?
Right.
So the settlements, they are non-existent now because the oldest bones that they found is 13,000 years. Here's the question. What date did they give the bones of the people they were pulling out the mounds? That's a good question, ain't it? It's a great question. Why are the bones dated in Guale and Mokoma territory? Why are the bones dated from the interior in Yvmvse territory? Always seem to be bigger, more robust than those people considered Native American today. Why are there classifications for these people that are not found online, but actually found in the anthropology books? People are happy about being federally recognized when they come from Asia.
That's the whole deal. Right.
Oh, but their story says there was a people on the east side of the Mississippi when they got there that wasn't them. And then he said the Talagui they ran to the south. They ran into the Muskogee. They ran into all these different groups. But you say they don't exist. That's some crazy shit. It's spooky. It's damn near spooky because he's telling you exactly who you are by not telling you who you are. Yeah, those we fought in Ohio, they ran to the south. Who was in the fucking south? And what did those people look like? And what was their tradition and their culture? This will show you why mound building continued in the Southeast until the Yvmvse War. But ask them niggas where they mounds at that they was building. Interesting. Things that make you go, They
make you go,
Now, and it's so crazy, right? That dude say he said again in certain periods of time the Lenape never buried their dead. Okay, cool. And that's all sweet, fine. That's all cool, fine, and dead. That's all good, brother. But what happens when you really can't find the bones of people in the Southeast because cremation was the main form of putting the body in its proper burial place? Only certain people got those mound burials. What happens when you come to the Southeast in these complexes and you find out a lot of that dirt that you walking on is scattered ashes? You don't know that though, do you? It's hurtful for him. See, while he'll go dance with grandma, right? While he'll go dig grandma up and dance with grandma, while he'll say it's like the Lenape are the ancestors of the mound builders, how when the mounds were already being built? And that's the issue with the Yvmvse story. Some Yvmvse say, well, when we got to the east, only the Lenape were there. But Lenape and get there to a specific time, and there are mounds like the LSU mounds that predate the Lenape. But the hater will ignore this, right? The hater will ignore this. He asks, how old are the Yvmvse? That's for the Yvmvse to answer. And the thing is, watch this. Wait, let me
go ahead.
I don't like him. Go ahead. I don't like him because think about this. There are tribes that don't have books that'll tell you how old they are. What is the source other than the tribe?
That's the original source from the tribe, huh?
Come on, this is easy. Like, this shit is too easy. I would say I beat the black off him, but he ain't even got none.
Hold on. Let me share this. Let me share this right here, right? This comes from Brother David Ahepmotep. The first Americans were Africans, right? Let me go ahead on and share this, right?
Okay, I was looking for the PDF, but it kept doing some weird shit on this one site.
All right. As it goes on to say, right? They say we are discussing, dealing with the Lenape, right? And they say the route of the Mongolians and the Hesunu supplied that was across the northern part of North America continent. They said according to the Walla, they traveled from Washington State east across the Rocky Mountains once they left Alaska. After descending out of the mountain, they loosely followed the Missouri River east and then southeast until it joined the Mississippi River. Again, the Lenape, right, Hussein didn't look no longer like the Mongolians after 1,204 years of mixing it with the Proto Americans. They say in the Mississippi River region, they clashed with a large group of mound builders. They clashed with the mound builders. Who didn't what Yvmvse already said they were trying to come and destroy us?
So how could you be the ancestor of them people? You be the ancestors of them people. We have our own stories too. But we just don't have it in the Walla structure. But my family, your family, Panther's family is Timucua. But we all know about this invasion. And we spoke on this before we even got the book. Before we knew it was them directly, we spoke about the invasion. So the fact that different nations spoke on this invasion before we got the information from the invaders, we've been on this. It's not new.
And look, they say in the Edda, right, in the Telegi, right, depending on who you ask, they said the Walla originally written adrenaline is called the mound builder of Telegi, right? They say, oh, this take me back to my trip to Egypt when an Anuya elder and Aswan was asked what was the African name of Lake Victoria. It was Lake Victoria is close to 255 miles long and 155 miles wide. This is a huge lake, and there are different groups of people who have lived around this lake for tens of thousands of years. Not surprisingly, each group lived there have a different name for the lake. Similarity, it is safe to say that there are the probably more than just two names for the people who built the mounds. They say this is where the Lenape clash with the mound builders of Cahokia, just north where St. Louis is today. The Lenape joined forces with the Iroquois and began what the Telugu War, and it were amongst the largest battles ever fought in ancient America. The Telugu was defeated and they fled south and never to return. From there, the Lenape Lucid followed the Ohio River east to the Allegheny River and headed north to just below Lake Ontario, right, leaving the Great Lakes area, and they traveled east, crossing into Delaware, and then headed northeast in Middle Connecticut, right, and in Connecticut, the Lenape turned northwest, finally ended their long journey about, around 20 miles into the state of Ontario, Canada, where they reached Ontario in 1396 AD. So, so that wasn't the only primary sources, my boy. You can't hide, you can't run. Hold on, look, here's another one. Here's another. You can see this, cuz?
Mm-mm.
Hold on, let me share
No.
this. Let me hold on. Let me share this too. Hold on. Let me share this too. I got you, nephew. I got you. Hold on. Y'all see that?
Okay, what page is that?
This is the first page.
Okay.
From the Walloma, Delaware. At first, in that place, at all times above the earth, and on the earth was extended fog, and there was a great mantle was. They say at first, forever lost and cease, everywhere the great mantle was, or Manitou, right? And he made the extended land in the skies, and he made the sun, the moon, and stars. He made them all to move evenly, right? Then the wind blew violently, and it cleared, and the water flowed all for a strong. And it said new, the new land, right? The new land. They say in a group of islands grew newly, and there remained. All right, and they say a new spoke of the Manitou and Manitou to the Manitou, and they say in the being mortal souls and all, right? And it goes on to say, and even after he was a Manitou to men, and the grandfather, right? With the grandfather, right? And they say he gave the first mother the mother of beings. See, this is dealing with their story. And just like Gang here say, this is their Bible, right? But then they want to deny it. All right. He gave the fish, he gave the turtle, he gave the beast, he gave the birds, right? But an evil Manitou made evil beings only and monsters. It's on page 15. He made the flies and he made the grants or gnats, right? All beings were then friendly. True, the Manitou was active in kind, but kindly. And those first men and those first mother wives. And they fetch food when they desired it. But very secretly, an evil being, a mighty magician, came on earth. He was a magician, right? Why y'all let this pale face? Oh boy. And with him, he bought badness, quarreling, and unhappiness. He bought bad weather, and bought sickness, and bought death. And they said all this took place of the old on the earth, right? And beyond the great Tawi at the first, right? Now they show you dealing with the two layers, right? Right? This is supposed to be the bridge right here, right? Right here is Turtle Island, and this was the land of the snake. Okay. Now he's talking about his other people and all of that, but yet the Europeans, y'all got the Europeans to translate it. But they got the responding to the selection, right? We got the critical thinking and reading, right? This is from their stuff. I didn't write that. That's coming from them. Go ahead, if you.
Yeah, he said he'd be right back. I was asking you what page.
Talking about. He keep on talking about unrecognized.
He's gonna keep doing that. You already know who you dealing with.
First of all, he keep on saying unrecognized, right? Because what it was like the first month that's supposed to be a treaty with the United States.
Hey, Auntie, I had pardon me, I had DM'd you like 3 pictures.
Oh, okay.
Those pictures are from the Carolina Genesis. Scott Withrow. And he asked about the Talagiwi. I'm gonna show this. I showed this on my page. For the page, the subscribers have it. We actually did a presentation months ago. This was before Pa and the guy actually exchanged words, right? So this is just showing that we've been done this work. But he talked about the Talagiwi, right? If you look at this page, you will notice that Hogolugis is an abbreviated form of Talogwalewi. So remember when Wale did their work and we explained that the whole East was considered the ants, right? What he didn't know, or what he doesn't know, is that just as
He'll be back on. There you go, nephew.
all right, I'm back.
Yeah.
All right, so I got a call. That was Red Crane. So what you will notice is, I'm also going to send a map. Let me find this map. But Wale or Hogel Ugi was in the north, right? Sakwahachi was also in the north because we had northern chiefdoms too. So when the Wale, because that's what they were, when the Wale returned back home to the fucking south, why wouldn't they go amongst their Yvmvse cousins? Why wouldn't they go back to Kofatikikwi? Why wouldn't they go amongst their Temuco cousins? Auntie, next picture, please. This is you talking about books. We've been doing this. The date on this book is what? Come on, man. We've been doing this, right? So we know that the Shawnee and the are not Yvmvse because Shawnee isn't a tribe. Shawnee, this is Lenape. This is Delaware for a direction. So it's only speaking about the people of the South. So of course there will be some people of the South that have Yvmvse, right, ancestry, but we can't say the Shawnee as a tribe. However, there is something very, very, very beautiful here. Notice that it says Togaria is derived from Toho Guale, which is Lenape, Delaware, right? An abbreviated form to Hogoluugi or High Log or what? Or what? Nigga, do you know who you talking to, bro? Do you know who you talking to for real, bro? Do you know who you talking to for real? I get on here and I play calm because I need to teach people. I need to meet them where they at. But if I need to get in your ass, I'm going to show you it was my people in Ohio. And you were calling them Guale. You were calling them that. Oh, you ain't know? Oh, you ain't know. You talking about books. You want to see it in another book? Do you want to see it in another book? Let me show him in another book. Let me find this in another book. He better pray I don't find this. Because the Yuchi, right? The Yuchi were up there with them. They the ones who were the priests. They were the sun priests to the green corn. Oh, you think we don't know? See, they got kicked out the South. Oh, we talking about a migration back home, brother. You don't know. You don't look like this, brother.
Not at all.
Hold up. You talking about lookology? You talking about look? You don't look. Hold up. Wait. You don't look like this, brother. This ain't you. Let me
wait. He said that the Shawnee was the young brothers, but yet the word Shawnee meaning to the South.
Fact.
So how could
it only means the South?
How could the South be a tribe?
How can it be a tribe? And I got Turtle Gang saying this in my DM. Because I told him, I say, bro, I know Shawnee is just speaking of the South. But when you say Shawnee, there were so many people in the South. Auntie, if you go to their map, if you go back to the Walaum, please go back to the Walaum for us. We're gonna make this duck quack tonight. I'm telling you. We're gonna make this duck quack. I'm telling you. Please go to the beginning, all the way to the beginning. And then just go page by go to the next what is it? What are we looking for? The map. It's the map. You would have to remove the search. Right? And go to page 1. We're gonna make this duck quack. He's tripping. You don't know who you talking to, brother? He gonna start saying he Guale tomorrow. I bet you. He gonna start calling himself Geechee tomorrow. I bet you this shit.
Oh my God. Okay, wait a minute.
That's why I came on here. The elders breathe. Y'all don't need to put yourself in that light like that. I'll do it for you. Now,
even Norris said when the Lenape came, they came amongst and saw the Washita here. He said it.
So, Auntie, scroll up that. Now, please zoom in the southeast for me. Please, my beautiful auntie, so kindly. Scroll.
Bring it over.
Okay.
Bring it over and bring it down.
Bring it over and bring it. All right. All right. That's the direction, brother. That ain't no people. And if you look up the word South in their book, it will come up as Shawnee. Come on, man. Stop playing, brother. Do you know who you talking to for real? He better pray I don't find this. It's in the Yuchi book.
Don't go up, come down.
Man, on my daddy grave, I just flipped to it. Man, on my daddy, on my pa, what I said. What I said, Pa? I could just look at a book and open that bitch there, didn't I?
Right there. There you go.
Listen, man, we finna make this duck quack tonight, man. We finna make this duck quack. I'm gonna make this duck quack tonight.
How you gonna be a grandfather to a direction? Show him where it says Shawnee meaning south.
All you gotta do is type in south. Facts.
Type in south in the book. Type in south.
I'm sending more pics. He says thousands of books. We've been did this research. I've been holding on to this because I don't want everybody to be claiming Guale now. Don't claim my shit after this. Be what you was before you got on this video. Straight up. Because we've been saying who we were. And everybody tried to make us everybody else, not knowing that all of this was called our
put
shit.
In south. Don't put in Shawnee, put in south. Thank you, cuz.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is interesting. Uh-oh, dagger. Dagger.
What is the Lenape word for south? Watch what it pull up.
Or if you just type in south inside the book.
Yeah, but which one? Because it's giving me
Shaniwi.
27 results.
Either one. Let me see. Let me get back to the screen. One moment, because I'm taking this picture. I'm about to send it to you now. All right, one moment. Let me see until you see Alaska from the south. Okay, go next. It's going to be in the glyphs. So right there, where you're going to look for, let's see, is it this one? Buffalo meat. No, so go to the next one until you click over. So we're going to keyword this to actually find it.
You talking about the pictures?
Yes, ma'am. Because once you click the picture, it's going to go through the results on picture. No. I was saying on the book. Oh. On the book, if once you just start clicking over on the Guale.
That's right. And even NYC says so. Because of El Jaron, he said Norris said his family sided with the British, and his family, Chisholm, had sided with the United States. Yeah. And that's why they had a conflict within their family, and they still do.
You want me to keep going or just
No, I was saying on the Guale, if you can go back to that, that's what I was saying. Once you click the screen, it's actually gonna show you, it's gonna pull up each page so you don't have to scroll. So if you go, go back to the Guale PDF. Please.
Okay, so you don't want the results of South anymore because this is what it's showing. It's 100.
The screen isn't showing up. Know what I'm saying? It's not.
Okay.
It's not being shared.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Right. So I want to get specifically to the glyphs, so you can just click through it and not actually point it out. Click. You can click through it. Click, and it's gonna pop up. Just keep clicking. Right here. Bam. See, I know they book. But highlighted right there is Shaniwi, and it's speaking on direction. Right? So
right there.
Right there. When you see
WANIWI.
That was their term for the South, and we can prove it via their map. So it's not like we're making it up saying that, hey, Shawnee's not a tribe. According to the language and the map, it's a direction. So to say that the Shawnee are the little brother will be like, which people of the South consider you the big brother? Because that's all that means.
Right.
So that we can get off of that. What I also want to show is, see, he didn't know that he's actually talking to somebody that got that blood. So Auntie also sent you other pics. You can go click over and see if they'll pull up. This one. So this one is talking about the Tahoe Guale, the Hogoichi, and the Ogeechee. That one that you was just showing before.
Okay, you want me to go back to the last one or the new ones that you just sent me?
Oh no, to the either to the new ones. Cause I was saying, clicking through them. I was just, just say click through them. I just want to quick read them real quick. This page is from Uchi Indian histories before the removal. This is page 50, but it's showing again Tahoe Gualewi, right? And again, the Lenape don't know who the descendants of these people are because they don't study this for real. So on the next page, you will see that in the same page here, but also on the next page, you will see that you will find them or find our cousins also on the Gulf Coast, because the Gulf Coast was considered Igua'a too. It was the edge, right, where the sunrise was. So if you click over to the next, let me see this one right here, right? This page here, it shows you the same. It's talking about those that came down to the Savannah River. This was doing the raids and all of this different stuff. And again, it's showing our family also on the Gulf or near the Gulf area. It also talks about them being in Carolina. So this is the group that came down, or that was being, started coming down so long after all these wars were fought and all the Europeans started to come into the land. So to say that people don't know who these people are, when we definitely descendants of them, right? And even their books say that the Cherokee are descendants of them. To act like not being federally recognized is a bad thing for us is crazy as shit, because it was y'all in the feds that tried to get rid of us, brother. Why would we want your recognition?
It's still to this day. That's why they had to do the blood quadro.
Come on, man. Facts. And it sucks that we have to be on here in a debate forum, right? When we actually can teach this, without it, without, like I say, like without being in the quote unquote forum. But he's a troll. Me personally, this my last time listening in the debate forum, because I because I was raised on it. We just did not know that it was them. That's the only thing.
It did. He keep on talking about he's Seminole Creek. First of all, there was no Seminoles.
There's no such thing. What is that? What is a Seminole Creek?
He said Seminole Creek. He said Seminole Creek.
Listen.
But earlier he said he had Yvmvse. Didn't he say that earlier?
That man is a complication. That's what the hell
he said. He said he got Yvmvse. That's what he said in my DM. That he got Yvmvse.
He's a real waboo. He a real waboo. He want to be everything that he not, just so he could have something to talk about. Because if you Seminole and Creek, neither one of those fucking existed to the 1800s, brother. And the government started to form the Creek Nation as rivals against the Yvmvse and the Guale. And the word Cimarron was the 1500s about the Guale who revolted against the Francians. So do you really know this? Worry about the Southeast. He don't know. I'm not teaching him shit else because everything he knows from when the feds came in and took over, he has no ancient story. He doesn't have an ancient story. It's very unfortunate. Unfortunate. This is unfortunate. See, the thing about this is I tell people all the time, I know what I know, but I stayed in the Southeast for the simple fact we need to be liberated. Hey, we have to tell our own story.
I want to show this, nephew. I want to show this fucking bust him in his goddamn head. He gonna start fucking playing with me. He gonna start fucking playing with me. Sure.
Dude, a clown, man. And and I know he a clown because he deleted my comments off his TikTok. Ain't that crazy? So why should we even be talking to him if he's willing? Like, that's crazy.
But look, check this out, right? Since you want to talk about being federal recognized, right? I got something for you, bitch. You here it is right here. Y'all see it, right? Y'all see it, right? The land status, tribally owned, 320 acres, right? Total, 35,763 acres. Allotted, 35,443 acres. They say this land is held in trust by the United States under the Act of July the 26th, 1936. History. The people who came to be known as Seminoles, the name meaning runaway, were what? A combination of the Hichiti speaking Oshoni and what? Yvmvse, driven from the Carolinas and the Creek fleeing Georgia. And their rank was what? Swelled and fugitive slaves who found refuge and freedom amongst the Indians in Florida. Man, don't fucking play with me, boy. Don't play with me. If you're my people, bitch, make it recognized and known. You heard me? That part. That part.
Yeah.
That part. That part. That part. That part. That part. We took in the runaway slaves. And then that's when it became known as Seminole. So, nigga, so paleface, that wasn't no Seminoles.
Facts. Facts. It means runaways. Here's the thing, right? When you actually read the letters, right? Like Woodward's letters, he says the reason they were runaways is because they were running away from the Creek Nation. They didn't want to join the newfound Creek Nation, brother. So runaway quote unquote slaves were also indigenous people being captured by the newly found Muskogee Nation. This is real. This is real Southeastern history. So not only was it the people called Seminole, but Yuchi were considered to be Seminole, like the Oconee, right?
The
Yvmvse, so many different groups of people. The Chitopa, some Cherokee, right? It's so many different groups of people that became known as Seminole. That to say Seminole is like you just acknowledging that part of a union. But what your band within that union, that's why bands matter. Because you had two bands of Guale, right? You have Guale bands of Yvmvse. You have your Yvmvse bands of Guale. But this is how that worked. They don't know this.
See, little do you know that the Yvmvse
Here's the thing, right?
Slaves too. But he don't know that.
Yeah, facts.
Ignorant white boy.
Facts. And the made slaves, the Tamukwa, because I literally have the Spanish letter where the Guale were explaining to the Francians, Auntie, we have chiefs that went to the church and was begging the church to let the Timucua go. They were putting the Timucua on the same boats that they were taking their Irish prisoners off. Our chiefs had to go get these people. But know that we dealt with different group of Africans. That's not a problem. A lot of us got that mixed in us. That's not a problem either. We acknowledge that, and that's okay. Because if it was our African granddaddies, it wouldn't know us. But
right,
they make it seem like fuck it, they don't know, and he's guessing. That's what make it so bad on his part, because it's like what he considers learning something on the 3rd grade level, right, has smashed his tribals.
You said
smashed
it. Smashed what? Because you cut out.
Yes, pardon me. I was saying what he considers 3rd grade has smashed tribal story to the point he wanted to deny it himself. And the thing is, every one of these authors have degrees from these universities in anthropology and linguistic anthropology. This is why they were able to tie in that the mound builders in Ohio were of the same kind of people of the mound builders in the Southeast. He just knew that. He learned today, and I guarantee you, from today going forward, he's going to start to be Guale. I know this shit a religion to people. I teach it too good. He want to worship Kwekug in the blue fire. Y'all never heard nobody. He got the right one. He never knew that the mound builders.
He thought I was a rabble in the apple.
You said he never knew the mound builders what?
And the Guale were the same people.
Well, he learned today. But it's like he's like a chameleon. He has like chameleon agent energy. And yeah, this is like I said, at today, we focusing on the information, the knowledge for the people, not trolls that want to be the star of the show.
Right.
His cousin today showed an Asian lady saying it looked like Lenape. Why he don't look like that Asian lady that was seen today on his cousin's live or picture? Why he don't look like the Asian lady? Why he look like he's Scottish or something?
Hold on. I'll respond to that. Let me see. Let me respond to this since you added me, right? I send out my lives. I never do a StreamYard without my matriarchs on the line. So if anybody's on here been on StreamYard with me, you know that my mother and my aunts are also on the line with me. You know that my uncles are also on the line with me. My cousin is the big chief of Bird Clan, right? A Bird family. He's Crane Clan, right? So I'm never alone. You just don't view it, brother. So you're gonna guess. And the thing is, right? You keep talking, come talk that shit in Oklahoma. I'm still in my homeland. Why do I have to go where them crackers put you?
On a concentration camp.
Fucking dummy. Yeah. You on a concentration camp. We still out here.
Right.
You want me to come to
Oklahoma? When you step your ass off that federal reservation, what are you? Oh boy, that's funny. That's funny.
Listen, man.
What's the benefits of being federal recognized? To say that you got your pale face daddy phallus in your mouth, or federal recognized? Oh shit. Oh. Yeah, you federal recognized, all right. You proud of that? You proud of having a trustee? Because that's what the United States is over your federal lands. Is nothing but a trustee. How that happen? How you get a trustee? Should we go to the Should we go to the United States and show that? Should we go to the United States and show that?
Yep. So that was enough information and book sources for you all. Y'all can rewind for that shit because yeah, this is the last day for me. Yeah, we
Also,
don't.
glad you said that, Auntie.
Yeah, he started trying to prove to trying to prove to me who he is. I don't give a fuck. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
like
care about his federal recognized nation. I don't care about that shit. They're in the Comanche territory. They can't even go do ceremony. You doing ceremony in somebody else's land. Why you can't go do ceremony back over there in Turtle Island, which is Asia? But yeah, y'all had to come over here to Snake Island. Come on. You know what? You would never be the people of the sun. You never be the people of the sun. You never be the people of the sun. You'll never be that. Your chiefs in there wasn't even much the chief of the sun. Never. That's your homeland. That's your homeland. That's your homeland. Why y'all never made it back over there to your homeland? Oh, for sure, cousin Lasandra. No, you're not in no homeland. You ain't in no homeland. You ain't in no homeland.
Cousin Al been kind of quiet today.
No, he spoke.
Cousin Al been kind of quiet today. You got the playback. You got to turn your YouTube channel
I've
on.
been hearing y'all handling y'all business. Yeah, I'm sitting here listening to y'all handling y'all business.
He keep on talking about the federal government. What has the federal government done for y'all? To put y'all in a concentration camp?
Not a damn thing. I want to know why he don't come on this live instead of just speaking in the comments.
This is his last chance today, because every time I share the link and he has never came on here, so this is last time today.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody ain't salty at all. Nobody ain't salty. Only you the one that's salty.
Yeah,
You look like a salty.
yeah, this the last day we giving energy to this. Cause if he don't want to come on live and take it sticking like a man, then yeah, it's time to put it to rest.
That's how I let cousin cornbread. Cornbread and Earl. That's cornbread. Oh shit. Yeah. You in Wisconsin. Yeah, y'all stopped in Wisconsin too. Yeah, y'all stopped in Wyoming and all that there. That's where y'all got y'all fire from. Mm-hmm.
It says where y'all got y'all fighter and y'all potato salad from, huh?
Right. Right. He talking about he got Seminole. There was no such thing as Seminole. He talking about got Seminole blood. He ain't got no Seminole, boy. There was no such thing called Seminole.
Yeah, I'm sitting over here reading these comments. He keep talking about recognized, unrecognized.
But our families are in the history book, so that is recognition.
Yeah, that's recognition. That's recognition.
So
what's happening, Jay? Tell NYC better come and get his little cousin Midwest because he getting his ass slaughtered over here. He getting his shell cracked. get where he's not supposed to be coming. Get him. I want to tag him to this motherfucker right now. I ain't got nowhere to go.
Them damn turtles love telling tales, huh?
You ain't got enough slime to come this way, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. You ain't got that. You ain't got that.
Yeah,
I told you started it, I'ma finish it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you can't argue with people about their own bloodline.
That's funny. He talking about he got Yvmvse too. So therefore, you do recognize that Yvmvse is a Negro, right? You do know that, right? So you say that you got Negro in your blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you saying all that to avoid it, but it's all right. It's all good. It's all good that the description of my people, my family, and it was considered as Negroes, and it's something that I cannot fake because I do look like a Negro, but you don't. But you say you got our blood, so hey, you said it, not me.
Yeah, so you can go on with that fake ass wobble shit.
Right.
Like I can't fake what's in my blood, and nobody on this panel can fake what's in their blood. So he not like us. He not like us. Oh my God.
It's
like his cousin said on the video. Just like his cousin said on the video. If you was to walk down the street and you saw him, you'll see that he's a white man. You'll see that he's a white man. Nobody not go walk down the street and say, "Oh, he looks like a Lenape. Oh, he look like a Choctaw. Oh, he look like he Cherokee." Nah, they gonna say, "Oh, That's a white boy right there. Oh, that's a black dude right there.
What you should have done was come on here and ask questions and not try to, name call, slander, and all the bullshit that he was doing.
He don't want to come on the lie. He don't want to come on this lie because he ashamed that he's a pale face. He's ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. I have pale face in my family. Don't be ashamed. You say you got your mice in your blood. Come on here.
Mine too.
I got pale face.
Yeah, everybody got a little something down there. You know,
right.
Dibble dabbles.
Yes.
Why you think the family reunions always out in the country?
He said, I'm just responding. Look,
you came on our channel. Came on our channel.
That ain't no defamation and character and slander. Do you not look like you white? Hold on. What a defamation at? Do you not look like you white? Yes or no? Do you look like you white? Bring your ass up on the doggone video.
Here, the link. I just shared the link. What's up?
Hold on. Better yet, you know what? Since you don't want to come on here, don't make me go get that video that you sent to me showing how you was on Sinetta's show. And let everybody see your skin tone. That part. Hey, I don't know what you're going to sue me for.
Hey, when Fool showed his face, we all start laughing. Even people, everybody started laughing. Like, man, what? This man ain't nuts, man.
They say, hey, I think you forgot his war paint at home.
Look, did it not? Hold on, nephew. Did it not in the Walla Uma describe some of the Lenape as being white?
Facts. They caught them possums. They caught them bald white face.
So he's a bald white face according to his nation. Love who you are. Don't be ashamed. I'm proud to look like a nigga.
Hey, I see why that European say, he said, I went amongst the Indians and they all started telling jokes about me. Yeah, I bet. But what the fuck? Fuck is this, man? And he gotta listen, man. He need to chill out.
Even his own people say he's trying to be accepted because the way how he look. Don't be ashamed of how you look. Be proud of who you look. Be proud of how you look. You know they had Irish and Scottish in them that came and married in. Hell, Yosiola had a Scottish father. Don't be ashamed. Be who you are. But one thing you ain't gonna do, you ain't gonna play with me. Bitch, I got something for you.
Yeah, this one, page 129, it speaks about the opossum. It says the likeness arising through the pale face. Interesting.
You just a lighter version of family member. Stop putting raisins in the potato salad. No, it's hear me trying to put raisins in cornbread. Oh shit. Oh. He did it to himself. I told you to, and Norris told you to leave me alone 4 times, but you ain't one fucking listen. That's what you get from poking the bill, you bitch, you.
Hell no.
And I take it dearly.
Yeah, he should have came on here trying to be the student or just ask questions and but he just want to come and stir up the pot. But this your last day. It's your last day.
Facts, because this story definitely could be taught without being in the debate forum, because it's already been done. I'm actually gonna run that back for the public, being that I had to give a lot of information that was familiar, right? I'll just run something for the public. But like I said, a lot of people gonna start claiming things that they not, and he definitely gonna be one of them.
Oh yeah, because he looking for acceptance.
Yeah.
He want to be everything. He want to be everything there is. He want to be, but yet you never say what you are from your mama. Ah.
What is that? Oh. Let me make this shit big. Yeah, that's
Yeah, you smell that shit too. Yeah, I know. You smell that shit too. It's all on your ass.
yeah, that's a picture. You unmuted, but that's a
Oh,
picture
sorry.
we don't hardly see. But I've seen this one with the Uchi, that one, but the other one that you were showing, we don't hardly see that one.
They're both from that same camp. Yesterday, I did a video on the Igua'a clan system and the social society, and where I explained why specific groups of Zoya, right, wore red and blue, based on social system. So when you look at pictures of Uchis in the field, you'll see like the red and blue that shows like the difference in that social system. It's similar to the social system that the Yvmvse had, right? With the red and the white, or the white and the red. So like basically vengeance and mercy, or different warrior classes. So when you look at those pictures of us, that's one thing that you could use to identify. Um, yeah.
He said, I can't talk about racism. I can't help who my mama is. She was 1/4 blood, though chunk and white, but it's all good. Well, why you
nah,
keep on having
nah.
a problem with us? Niggas, I told you, I'm not a Webo and an Abo. I'm Yati Yamasi.
Like
Kawatali. What
fact.
you don't understand?
And I know cuz say that this not debate forum, but for me it is. Like if you watch my videos, cuz, so when I actually teach, my voice don't go over this. This is me. When I have to get on somebody's ass, I have to raise my voice. I really don't want to do that, because it's so much information to cover, right? And a lot of that can get missed based on the energy that's being given. It's like Auntie said, like Auntie Christina was saying, like giving our energy to food is putting us somewhere that we really don't need to be giving our energy. It's putting us on a terrible vibration. So when you hear my voice like this in a lecturer's tone, it actually make you feel comfortable. I can sit here and listen to him. That's why y'all be on my videos for 3-4 hours, because my voice is like this. It's soothing. It's enough to teach and communicate, as opposed to having to be loud within my communication. So that's why I see it as a debate forum.
Right.
He's Lenape on his daddy's side. His mama was Lenape.
Yeah, but this has been interesting. It's been fun to finally shut his ass up. But he's still gonna be talking. But that
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
matter.
it.
That doesn't
But
matter, because we're gonna still go forward with Southeastern Talking Stick Podcast, and we're gonna continue to do what we do. And we thank We thank you, nephew. We thank you, cousin Al, for coming on, because this was fucking awesome. And all the sources that everybody brought from, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's more sources than that. But thank you, Wado, Yokoki, SouthEastern, to our panel today. It's been lit.
But see, Kitty, this had to be done because he been trolling me on Facebook.
Oh yeah, this is the final.
And he was told many times to leave me alone. He was told 4 times. That's 4 times enough that I gave him grace. So now I had to take the grace off. I'm gonna give him what his daddy should have been gave him. A motherfucking whipping with a lash in the fucking tongue. Because he don't know who the fuck.
I think he like the attention from you though, man.
I think he's a man fan. I really think that.
Yeah. I think I don't know, man.
I told you.
Giving out weird vibes, man.
You know what you know what I told you. But hey, you was in the hot seat today. After today, it's no more. You have no place on our platform.
Yeah, I'm gonna block him on Facebook. That's what I'm gonna do. And bitch, you better not call my fucking phone. That part, because he got my number. That part, because then you gonna make it real.
You can block that. You can block that.
He a rainbow warrior, and I'm not talking about Wale shamans.
Yeah, he riding on the backs of unicorns and shit.
Hey, I'm gonna bust my chest over here, man. Chill out.
It's been awesome. Thank you, everyone.
You know what too? He got problems in his own nation. Why the fuck he ain't going to talk to them about the fucked up situation in his nation? That's what the fuck you need to be doing.
He wasting time being a troll. He needs to worry about his family.
I'm the motherfucking troll. I'm an Aries, nigga. Well, possum. I ain't gonna call you nigga. I call you possum. You know, and you know what? Down south we cook possums. Possum stew.
Yep. So it's been established in which we know we are descendants of the original peoples. We have the bloodlines to prove it, and we going forward.
Right. You don't need to be federally recognized.
It's blood. It's by blood, baby. It's in you.
Not on paper.
It's in you, not on paper. I don't know why they keep kicking nephew out. Nephew said he love us. I guess he gone because they kept kicking him out.
Yeah, we about to get off too, nephew. We about to get off too. So yeah. So.
Well, peace and love to the panel and to everybody in the chat that been listening.
Yes.
Everybody in the chat, you know, it ain't no hard feelings. Oh, possible.
We love positive energy, not all that bullshit. Our channel is about sharing the truth, history, facts. That's what we about.
Will not be on the possums. Oh boy.
We hope y'all enjoyed our special guest.
And thanks to our special guest.
Yes.
Cousin Algeron and nephew Wale Oranges.
Yes.
And thanks to y'all for having this broadcast, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very much needed because people like to talk about federal recognized tribe. Oh, you're not recognized. Oh, they recognize us in their history book for 1715.
All right, couldn't say. How can I pretend to be a Negro?
It's being a Negro. You want to be a Negro. I got Yvmvse in my blood. You want to be a Negro. You're the one that was touched by the master. Cornbread Earl.
Can't bring him to the cookouts.
Great.
Oh boy, he did it to himself. You should have left me alone, boy. I'm gonna rip your heads all the time.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, I hope he enjoyed being in the hot seat today. Because that's it. That's it.
Like possum. All right, we go.
Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in. Wado Yukoki, Shauna Bischi, to our special guest, Guale Origin, Algernon, Madison.
Yeah, you can call me Al though, shortening for Al.
Cousin Al, nephew Guale Origins, and my cuz ChitoPa.
I can't even be mad at him.
Thank y'all today was awesome.
He got to put suntan lotion on.
And we'll see y'all back next Sunday at 6:30. So join the panel next Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard.
Hey, I just want to say one thing. You turtles, stop telling them damn tales.
Oh, Lord.
Yes. All right, y'all.
All right, Chaco.
All right, peace.
Baby, tuning in. I appreciate it, man. Y'all had to see the Negro side of the Indian tonight.
Yeah, y'all can rewind it, replay it, rewatch it, and we going forward next Sunday. Peace.
Peace.